Alrighty. Alrighty. What's up, motherfuckers and scumbags and, well, pieces of garbage? Peter Gilmore here for another video on the final week of videos on the crazy train that we're going on until Saturday night. So, thank you for watching once again right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never ever ever miss an upload. And that's all I gotta say about that. So smash that like button, smash the bell to death. Thank you for the free view. And all that other good stuff. Subscribe to my channels, this one and all my channels down below. Follow me on social media and share the video all over the goddamn internet. And come on in the chat and let's get sexy, let's get wet, and let's get rowdy. Well, not like R-Truth rowdy, but you know what I mean. But we'll get to that. So that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this kind of chilly Wednesday, late Wednesday afternoon, the sun has gone down here in the Northeast. So it's your late afternoon wacky Wednesday stream here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel. Once again, my name is Peter Gilmore, but you knew that already. Your tribal king of extreme, your undefeated, undisputed, universal heavyweight champion of the world. The ladies' wet dream. The haters' worst nightmare come true. It is what it is. Among other things. And that's all I gotta say about that. Oh yeah. Beavis and Butthead mugs, baby. Hey Beavis. This coffee sucks. yeah. It sucks. But I'm not drinking coffee in this mug. What am I drinking? Oh, you wish you knew. But that's all I gotta say about that. So got that from my good buddy John Wright from the great state of California today for my birthday. So see, I do get gifts from my fans, but it is what it is. So thank you, John, for the mug and all that other stuff. My good friend for 20 goddamn years, 20 plus goddamn years. Oh, you're a maniac. You're an animal. But so am I. But anyway, let us move on from that. Hope you had a great day. Had a great Wednesday. We got Dynamite coming up tonight in about 3 hours. The final Dynamite of the TNT era. And what a way to go out in their home base of Jacksonville, Florida at Daly's Place. It's going to be an epic fucking show. And we'll see what happens with that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And Maureen has just walked in. And she's going to grab a cold one and sit down. And watch this epic stream. And that's it. What's up, Maureen? How you doing? How you doing, girl? How you doing? So we'll get to Dynamite in just a bit. But this is going to be a quickie stream, not too long, because I got other things to do and other people to do. You know what I mean? But I digress. So let's get to that. So we got a lot of wrestling news to get to. We got the ratings for Raw, SmackDown, and Rampage have come in. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Got some news on X-Pac, Sean Waltman, possibly coming back to the WWE. I don't know why, but okay. So we got to talk about that. And we're going to talk about good old JR coming back to AEW tonight for the final broadcast on TNT. And well, he's in his home base. He is from Florida, by the way. You'd think he's from Oklahoma, where he did live in Oklahoma. But now he's living in Florida. So he's you know, He's not retired, but he's in Florida. Where do people go to retire? Florida or California or Arizona at this point. It's like 3 states. Because they're warm, unlike New York, when nobody wants to live, including this guy. But pretty soon, I won't be living in New York for a while. But that's at another time. All right. But first up on the agenda on this Wacky Wednesday stream, I mean, title it Wacky Wednesday, but we got lots of stuff to talk about. The big news, the breaking news, and you hear it here first, not from you-know-who, because I'm the only one who gives you real news. So, thank you for the free views once again, and that's all I got to say about that. So, big breaking news that just happened about an hour, maybe a couple hours ago, or an hour or two ago. The big news from WWE is that Toni Storm, remember her? Former NXT UK champion, former NXT darling. Don't think she held the title in NXT, I don't think. Maybe, I was thinking the NXT women's title, but I don't think she won it. Well, she had some pretty decent matches there. But anyway, then she went to the main roster and then was locked in catering for a while. And then they finally took her out for a little bit. And then gave her an 80s gimmick, which I loved. I loved that gimmick, but they didn't use her correctly. They didn't even use her on SmackDown. And then, let's give it a Charlotte Flair. Let's have her have a feud with Charlotte Flair. And then Charlotte comes out saying, hey, another person I could give the golden shovel to. Bing! So what happens? Toni Storm is gone from the WWE per Fightful Wrestling, per Sean Ross Sapp on Twitter, and as the in the source down below from Wrestling Inc., it is now official. Toni Storm is gone from WWE. Thank the Lord. But she didn't do shit all in WWE on the main roster. Bad booking. They put her with Charlotte, and what happens? Everybody who faces Charlotte these days, bye-bye. Most of them. The last couple of releases, they fought Charlotte. So, but anyway, let's get to the story on WrestlingInc.com. The information is the link is down below as always because I give the source, unlike other people. Anyway, so this is from Wrestling Inc. And the story going around WWE is that Toni Storm requested her release and was granted her release per Fightful and PW Insider. Noted that Storm flew herself home from Baltimore this morning. WWE is in town for tonight's live event, so they got a house show in Baltimore. We'll talk about that. Mr. AEW will go to the WWE event. Yeah. And monkeys might fly out of my butt. Anyway, so we'll continue on. Issued to talent this afternoon announcing Toni Storm's departure, but it did not mention budget cuts as the reason, which has been the normal for people getting released these days. Well, we had what is it up to now? She didn't get released. She asked for a release. Well, so I guess that counts. What was it? Over 80 people were released this year. That one. So they didn't mention those people, but she was mentioned in the excuse me. And really did nothing on the SmackDown brand except for her little feud with Charlotte Flair. That whole thing with the pies on Thanksgiving. She got a cream pie and not a good way. Then, next week she cream pies Charlotte, not in a good way. Not that the first time Charlotte's getting that. And then they had the SmackDown Women's Title match last week on the Christmas Eve edition of SmackDown, which was taped. And we saw Charlotte retained the title over Toni Storm with a stupid cradle 1925 roll up. And then she worked the this past weekend's events in Orlando and Washington D.C., competing in triple threat title matches with Charlotte and the Puss, Sasha Banks. And her last match was last night in Washington D.C. So bye bye, so long, farewell to you. We first saw Toni Storm back in the summer of 2017 for the inaugural Mae Young Classic. Then signed with the WWE in May 2018, competed in the WWE UK title tournament, which she later won the 2008. It's not coming back. Then she was working the NXT UK brand, had a great feud with freaking Rhea Ripley. Won the title from Rhea Ripley, the only person to beat Rhea Ripley in NXT UK. She held it for a while, and I think I forgot who beat her for that title. Or was it the other way around? I think no, I think it was the other way around. But doesn't matter. Blah blah blah. So after that, she got called up to the main NXT brand in the United States during the fall of last year. Then she got called up to the main roster, and this past summer. With a bunch of other people, made her SmackDown debut with a win over Queen Zelina on July the 23rd, and that's basically it. And all she has to say for herself is one pretty decent NXT UK Women's Championship run. Other than that, garbage. Garbage. Poor booking by WWE and Bruce and Vincent Kennedy McMahon himself. Because you know how he does not like NXT, but he's producing the show. Go figure. Because he wants to kill everybody that his son-in-law, Paul, you know who he is, the Game. He's killing his creation and making NXT a fucking indie fed, and it's not even a good indie fed. And that's it. So I'm glad Toni Storm asked for a release, and WWE's like, oh, okay, we don't need you. Get out of here. So Toni Storm is gone. Obviously, she has a 90-day non-compete clause in her contract. So she can't wrestle for 3 months. So basically, she can't wrestle until March the 29th of next year. Where she will go, who knows? I would think she would go back to Stardom. Maybe Impact. Maybe. Man, they could use her in a way, but I mean, there's not that many women in Impact anyway. Not that many good ones besides Rosemary and Su Yung and Jessica Havoc. And Deonna Purrazzo, of course, and Mickie James. Like 5 people. But Rosemary's number 1, of course. She should have that belt. I don't know why she's not. They haven't given her the belt back. Scott D'Amore, might have a word with you, please. Tommy Dreamer, can I have a word with you? Gail Kim, you better call me, bitch. Good Lord. I mean, come on. Can you give the Prophecy some fucking belts? I mean, besides, they had the women's tag team belts, and you have two hot bitches named, the Iconics. Or I'm sorry, the Inspiration. Take them off. Take the belts off them. Obviously, they were going to get the belts anyway. Don't give them a rematch. Oh, wait, I think they did get a rematch. They lost. What else is new? And I don't even know if Rosemary's in this Ultimate X match that they're having at Hard to Kill 2. I don't think so. I don't even watch Impact except for Rosemary. And I don't even think she's in that Ultimate X match. She should. Because you know Deonna Purrazzo's getting that belt back. Just saying. Just saying. She might have 3 belts by next year. In the Impact, the Knockouts title, the Reina del Reina Triple A title. She'll probably keep that against Roxy because Roxy's about to sign with NXT. So, bye-bye Ring of Honor Women's title. Not that that's going to get defended. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? But I do see Deonna Purrazzo beating Roxy for the Ring of Honor Ring of Honor Women's title. And maybe, I don't know if she'll defend it in Impact. I don't know. There might even be a women's division if Ring of Honor comes back in April. Sad to say. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on what happens when they come back in April. If Maria Kanellis is still around. Because there is a rumor that her and Mike Bennett are going back to Impact. Why? I don't know. I guess they need the money. Mike Bennett needs that money because, you know, Maria Kanellis Bennett's doing OnlyFans and shit. That's the only way she's making the money, showing her big tatas and other stuff. But, yeah, that's basically it. So, Toni Storm could be an Impact. She could also be All Elite. I mean, what up? I mean, I think she'll fit right in with that women's division. I'd love to see her and Hikaru Shida go at it. Her and basically everybody. That women's division, you know, it's not as strong as it is besides Britt Baker and Shida and Thunder Rosa and Jade Cargill. You know, those big names. You know, Toni Storm comes in, could throw her in there. Not that she's going to win the AEW women's title or the TBS women's title. But you never know. Yeah, she might be in the Owen Hart tournament. That's a name you can probably jot down. Maybe she'll be in the tournament if they sign her. But, you know, she can go to Stardom. She can go to AEW. Back to the UK. Back to Australia. She got a lot of choices. She can even be in Ring of Honor. If there is a Ring of Honor. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Toni Storm. But glad she's gone from WWE. Thank the Lord. Now, if we could have got Kevin Owens to do that, but he decided to stay and hopefully now get a push. But then again, get a push right out the door with Sammy. But at least give them a tag team title run before they leave. Because Kevin wants that. I wouldn't mind Kevin Steen and Generico once again being tag team champions. Are they going to fight again? Are we going to get a reversal of 2010? Like, you know, Steen and Generico, the SmackDown tag team champions. They hold it for like a year. Then next thing you know, Sami Zayn turns on Kevin. Boom, hits him with a chair or something like that. Then we get a humongous feud that goes like a year. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm just making things up, but, you know. But, yeah, we'll see. Let's see if Sammy even decides to stay. Well, it looks like he's staying for now. And Kevin Owens already signed a 3-year deal. So we got that. All right. Let's talk about good old JR. Rock dog barbecue sauce. So JR finished his radiation treatment for his skin cancer on his foot. And today he tweeted out that he is cancer free. So, gotta love that. You gotta love it. Fuck cancer. And that's it. So JR will be back tonight behind in the booth. Well, not in the booth. Well, you know what I mean. We'll be back behind the play-by-play with the man behind the mask, Excalibur, and our good friend, the legend. Wait for it, legendary Tony Baloney Schiavone. And maybe Taz. Nobody cares about Taz. Send Hook. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a hooker, not like that, but I love Hook, man. I am fucking impressed with that guy, and I'm gonna say right now, he's gonna be a future champion in 2022. Not AEW World Champ, but I would think he'd probably win the TNT title. Let him beat Cody. That'd be great. Let him feud with Cody and just beat the shit out of him. Knock him in the kata hajime and not let go. Then he joins the Elite. No, I'm just kidding. That would be funny. He joins the Elite with Adam Cole, baby. That would be funny, but not gonna happen. But yeah, so that's it. So yeah, JR is back tonight. It's gonna be a great episode, the final episode on TNT, and they had a pretty good 2-year run on TNT. Damn good run. The highest they got was I think it was really close to 1.3. That was at Blood and Guts. Yeah, a lot of great matches on the program in the TNT era. I mean, the Kenny versus Danielson, Danielson versus Adam Page 2. I mean, so many great matches on Dynamite. And a couple, and you can't really forget about Rampage, even though Rampage is still going to be on the TNT network. And by the way, they got 568, I think it was 568,000 views for Rampage on Christmas Eve. That's pretty damn decent. Because it was a tape, even though it was a tape show on Saturday, the Christmas show, I'm sorry, not the Christmas Eve show. The Christmas show for that, and 568 going. Notice the rating for Rampage is starting to go up a little bit. I wonder why. Hook, and yeah, it's gonna keep going up because but this week is definitely going up because SmackDown's a best of 2021 show. Nobody's gonna watch that. I'm certainly not. I really don't give a shit. And people are going to be watching Rampage, the final Rampage of the year, at 10 o'clock. Unless they're at a bar somewhere. Maybe we can watch it at the bar. Which I might. I might watch it at the bar. Getting drunk with the missus and watching Rampage at the same time. That's good. That's damn good. It's not coffee, but the haters suck. My dick. But that's all I gotta say about that. Damn, I'm hungry. I'm watching Guy Fieri. I'm hungry right now. Gotta end this video because I can have a late lunch. Then a sensible dinner. So we had all that. So JR is back tonight. That's great. And we'll see what he has to say on the final Dynamite of the TNT era. And we'll say goodbye to TNT and hello, ding dong, hello, to TBS next Wednesday night. And I think that's going to be an epic show from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. The Rock, not that Rock, but So I think the TBS debut will probably get close to 1 million, or even maybe a little bit over 1 million. I mean, TBS is basically everybody has TBS these days on cable or satellite. And if you don't have that channel, well, you suck. And that's pretty much it for that. All right, let's get to some interesting news with X-Pac. Now, X-Pac was on the bump this morning with the lovely Kayla Braxton, and I didn't watch much of it, but from what I heard, he was talking about the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. Talking about wearing his boots back in the day when he started and everything. Like, I think maybe Randy Savage gave him his boots. I don't know, something like that. We just talk a little bit about that. And then, they were kind of joking around. It's like, oh, I can go head to head with the best of them that WWE has right now. So he was kind of teasing a WWE run, possibly a small run to make a comeback to the WWE. I don't know what it would do, but I don't mind X-Pac. I made a joke on Twitter. It's like, hey, X-Pac coming back. Royal Rumble confirmed. I made a joke, but not that I say like, oh, he's gonna be at the Royal Rumble. He could. They always have surprise entrants at the Royal Rumble. And that's pretty much it for that. And that's pretty much it. All right, I have to use the bathroom for a second. I'll be right back. Taking a break. Be right back. All right. Had to drain the lizard, if you know what I mean. My big fat lizard. But that's all I gotta say about that. All right, I didn't see this comment, but Lauren says January the 18th she'll have a new stream on her YouTube channel. I guess that's cool. That's coming up in a couple of weeks, actually. 3 weeks from yesterday. So yeah. So join Noreen on her channel for her new stream coming up on January the 18th. I might watch it. We'll see. And that's pretty much all I can say about that. All right. Let me all right. So all right. So that's mainly the big three. The big three stories that are out right now for in the wrestling world. Toni Storm getting released is the big story of the day right now. JR coming back to Dynamite tonight, and X-Pac possibly coming back to the WWE for maybe a run or maybe a Royal Rumble appearance. But that's it for right now. All right. All right. So we're gonna do some quickie news, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here and have our lunch and get ready for Dynamite later. So let's see here. All right, I'm taking some stuff from Ringside News, and that's pretty much it. Let's see what's going on here on Ringside News today. AJ Styles versus Omos may have been pulled from Raw because of their horrible match at the MSG house show. And I seen video of that. It was garbage. I mean, the stupid ending where, they had a stupid ending where AJ gets a chair and he's about to hit Omos with it. And then he's like, oh, Eddie Guerrero. Hit him and hits himself in the head. The referee turns around. He's like, he looks at Omos. And then he disqualifies Omos. Omos almost hits himself in the head with a chair on a rebound from hitting the rope. And they were supposed to have the match on Raw. they almost went home. He's like, I'm not fighting tonight. So they had the thing with Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz to kind of counter that, and that fell apart. Was supposed to have the AJ was supposed to fight Commander Aziz, and then somehow during the break, Apollo's like, no, he ain't gonna fight. I'm gonna fight AJ. It was an ant match, and AJ won. And then Commander Aziz tries to get involved, and he got a phenomenal forearm for his troubles. I mean, and Grayson Waller debuted on Monday Night Raw just to get the rub. Not that kind of rub, but you know what I mean. Just to continue the feud with AJ that is going to continue next week on New Year's Eve as AJ will confront Grayson Waller. I don't know if they're going to have a match or they're just going to have a segment or something like that, or a beatdown or something like that. So yeah, that's that. So probably won't see an AJ Styles Omos match on a pay-per-view or Raw, because if that match at MSG was bad, imagine what happened at day one on a Monday Night Raw. Not, I mean, you can't say really anything bad about Omos. He's not that great in the ring anyway. But I mean, come on, Jordan, get some seasoning, please. Anyway, all right, we'll continue. I got another thing on AJ, by the way. WWE plans bigger star entrances first so they can cut the commercial. So I guess that means if you're a big star, like AJ, like Kevin Owens, and even Seth Rollins and Edge, you're going to get their entrances, and then they get in the ring, it's like, oh, we gotta take a break, we'll be right back. So we don't see their opponent or anybody else that comes out unless they're in a segment, they're like, oh, he's coming out after. Like Edge doing the cutting edge. He's in the ring and his music is playing on and it goes on and on and on. 5 minutes later, still playing. And then they come back from commercial and he talks for about 5 more minutes. I'm like, okay, who's the guest here? Why do we have to wait 5 minutes for his entrance and then 5 more minutes for the stupid commercial break? Get to the fucking point. I know you gotta have your commercial breaks because you gotta pay those bills, Vince. Well, come on. I mean, come on. If you have a big star like AJ and you're gonna cut half of his entrance for a stupid commercial break, I don't care if it's a smaller guy. I mean, it was like Tamina, like, who wants to see her entrance? Or Dana Brooke or a Fool or anybody like that. Nobody wants to see those entrances. They suck. But it's like a big star like Bobby Lashley. I gotta see that entrance. I don't want to like, oh, he just comes out for 5 fucking seconds. Oh, gotta go to commercial. That's what you call bad production. This is why the WWE has so many problems right now, especially with the COVID protocol. They're not even doing weekly tests anymore. And that's why you didn't see a lot of people on NXT last night. Slop shop. It's a slop shop down there. Well, in there. You know what I mean. All right, we'll continue on with that. Karrion Kross, or Killer Kross, was worried about getting fired after his main roster debut, where he lost to Jeff Harvey in 90 seconds. So he was all worried that they were going to fire him. He was worried, like, oh, I had a bad match with Jeff Hardy. I lost in 90 seconds. I was the NXT champion. I should have been dominant. Damn it. And he gets put in the match. His debut on Raw, you'd think it was going to be great. Nope. 90-second loss to fucking Jeff Harvey. And where's Jeff Harvey now? Where's Killer Kross now? So he shouldn't have been worried about getting fired that night because it was released a few months later. And then Jeff Harvey gets released months later. Morons. Morons. And I can tell you that Killer Cross is probably going to be an Impact. Well, I doubt an Impact because I think him and Scarlett was on bad terms. They left on bad terms with Impact, I think. But I don't think they should even go back there. I think they should go back to Mexico, back to AAA for a little bit. Maybe go to MOW. I would love to see them in Game Changer Wrestling, GCW that is. Because Cross with that vicious stuff he has. I mean, he was in what's his name? Josh. What's his goddamn name? That MMA guy that was with JR on the Access TV New Japan shows. I can't think of his name. His name is Josh something. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. His blood sport stuff where he fought Moxley. Woo! That match was fucking sick and awesome. And he wants to do it again. I say, do it again. Get me in the Jimmy. Yes! But I digress on that one. So yeah, we'll see what happens with Killer Cross and Scarlett. Scarlett's doing, besides sexy pictures on our OnlyFans page, she's doing some indie shows right now. Well, Killer Cross can't do anything, I think so early next year anyway. Where he goes, who knows? I highly doubt that Tony Khan will sign him. I don't know. No, it could happen. I would love, here's an interesting scenario. What if Tony Khan does sign Killer Cross and Scarlett, and he shows up with Malachi Black? Or he joins the House of Black with Malachi Black and soon to be Brody King. What if the House of Black, there's only two people, and then Malachi's like, oh, I got a third person, I got a third disciple, and he's a killer. And then you see Killer Cross come out and just beat the shit out of everybody. And Scarlett just looking fucking hot. That's it. She doesn't have to wrestle. She just look hot. She can come out half naked for all I care. Or just naked. That'll get ratings. That'll get 3 million views watching that. But I digress on that. Ugh. Let me move on. All right. Oh, these are from yesterday. Why am I looking at yesterday's news? Let's see here. Why am I on yesterday's news? I don't know. Well, if you wanted to hear what yesterday. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to look up some news for today. Well, besides Tony Storm getting released, I already mentioned that. I talked about the angle with Roman, Paulie, and Brock. So that match, that finish, will determine what happens at WrestleMania. So I talked about that. Talked about the quarantine protocol. It's really fucking stupid that they're not doing weekly testing anymore. Or at all, maybe. I don't know. And, yeah, basically on Ringside News on the WWE page, it's all about Toni Storm right now. So, she asked for a release. Goodbye. But we got other news from the day. The Monday Night Raw rating is out among SmackDown. SmackDown did 1.9 on Friday night. Still can't get 2 million on a freaking tape show. Go figure. But yeah, they did 1.9. And that Rampage did 568,000, somewhere in that area with their show, which was up from last week. So they're getting those ratings back. Slowly, but it is what it is. But Raw on Monday night drew an average of 1.59, which rounded up was what was really a 1.6, what they're saying on Twitter. But on Ringside News says 1.59 million viewers with a 0.42 demo, which is up from last week, surprisingly, and was the final Raw of the year. And we got my tribal chief. The tribal chief of the chat has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Mr. Nick Infante is here. And now he gets his paycheck. I had to take Rio away for a night there, Nick. So, sorry. Sorry, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you miss a night, you get docked pay and you lose out on Rio. But I took care of her real good. Real good. Oh, by the way, Nick, you'll love this. Beavis and Butthead coffee mug. This coffee sucks. Yeah, it sucks. But is there coffee in here? You won't know. But anyway, yeah, I got that from my good buddy John Wright from the good state of California for my birthday. I could have got other things, but he didn't send them. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. All right, so once again, Raw did 1.59 with a 0.42 demo, which was up from last week, which did 1,553,000 viewers with a 0.38 demo. So this much up, slightly, little bit from last week. Blah blah blah. Week before they did 1.573 with a 0.39 demo. December 6th did basically what they did this week. Let me just check that. Yeah, basically around 1.59. That was on the December 6th show with a 0.35 demo. And then the Raw after the Raw after Thanksgiving did did over 1.678. So, and a 0.45 demo. So they're not doing that bad in the demo, but their viewership sucks. Barely can get 1.6 now. So they're going between 1.5, sometimes 1.4 even. And now they're barely can get up to about 1.7 or close to 1.8. And that's with Vince McMahon on the show sometimes. 1.6? Are you kidding me? We thought Vince McMahon brings ratings. Not anymore. And even with Eazy-E on Monday night and the Black Wedding segment with Edge and dropping the black blood. Black. It's not red. I guess they couldn't mix it up good enough to get it red enough, to get it pure blood red. Looked like fucking mud came down from the ceiling and drenched The Miz and poor Maurice and got a little bit on Eazy-E's nice suit. That was the only good thing about Raw. Everything else on Raw sucked. But Raw does suck every goddamn Monday night for the past 3 years. And with fans. That's why nobody wants to go to Raw anymore. Or nobody wants to go to a house show 5,000 over five. What was the actual amount? It was, yeah, basically I think it was 50. Damn it! I think it was like 5,500. I think 5,500 people at the MSG House Show this past Sunday. Yeah, I think you know who the top promotion is in this industry, and it's not WWE anymore. Bye, Vince. Nice knowing you, asshole. That's good shit. I get a 1.6 rating. That's such good shit. We're still beating AEW. Yeah. Okay. Okay, who has the better wrestling matches? Who has a better talent? Who's the hotter women? Who has a better commentary? Who has a better ring announcer? Okay. It's between Justin Roberts and Mike Rome. Who do you pick? North Carolina! It's his birthday today, too. Happy birthday, Justin Roberts, you son of a bitch. Go have a cold one on me. And then later you can call up Kenny Omega and give him a good time. And just say, North Carolina! While you're getting rammed in the ass. Okay, that was too much information. I apologize. Fuck Justin Roberts. He's probably a good announcer, but he'll never be a Mike McGurk. Ahem. Or a, Howard Finkel. Finkel! Not Fickle. Finkel. Finkel and Einhorn. Finkel and Einhorn. Einhorn and Finkel. Finkel and Einhorn. Finkel and Einhorn. And who says I'm not entertaining? Anyway, we move on. Liv Morgan, pretty Liv Morgan, says angry Liv girl has been found. So that she found her, and she's inviting her to day one. And there's a story that she wants the Liv Morgan girl to fight Becky Lynch girl. I didn't even know there was a Becky Lynch girl there. Okay. So, we got that. All right. Nick's going to get some food. I will after this episode. Going to get me some nice good food. Nothing big. I'm just gonna have a beef patty and some soda, and then get ready for Dynamite tonight. I'm gonna have a hot dog later. Because I'm hungry. But it is what it is. Gotta have some good stuff. Good shit. Good shit. Blah 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 blah. I don't know why she was talking about. All right, so she talks about the little girl who went viral when Liv Morgan got screwed, and not in a good way, by Becky Lynch on Raw about like 2 weeks ago. So she tracked her down and wants her at day one, and you know what that means. You probably see Liv win the title. I think she won the title, and then she's like, "Yay!" And then it'll cut to Becky Lynch girls like, "I do not approve of that. No. So we got that. As I mentioned, Killer Cross talking about he just felt wrong on the main roster. You think? He was worried about getting fired on his debut after his debut match with Jeff Harvey, which was like 90 seconds. Then he gets into a thing with Keith Lee. Was okay. Then they changed his gimmick around, gave him a stupid fucking what was it? A helmet. Looked like Demolition almost. They don't even bring Scarlett up. They don't do nothing with her. They thought she was injured. Nice going there, Bruce. You fucked up his whole gimmick. And all the heat he had from NXT being the champion, and you fucking make him lose in fucking 90 seconds to Jeff Hardy? Come on. No wonder he was so disgruntled. That's what you call bad booking. Toni Storm, anyone? Why did we want Kevin Steen, Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens to fucking leave the promotion? Because he was getting booked horribly. And then they want they do interviews like, hey, where have you been? Oh, I've been stuck in catering with Veer. I can tell you Veer is gonna get released. Send Veer, yeah. Send him out back to India. That's what I think. Fuck him, man. Hyping him like 9 fucking weeks in a row. Nobody cares at this point. I don't give a shit when he debuts. Nobody cares. He can appear a main event for all I care. Nobody watches. Let him appear on a house show. Oh, he debuted at a house show that nobody was there for. Just let him sit in catering, eating curry. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna eat. Just sit there and look at Titus O'Neil make that great steak, and look at Dana Brooke and Naomi making those cookies and ice cream all night. Just sitting there on his fucking ass. Fuck him. Fuck him, man. Fuck Veer. Fuck Jinder Mahal. And fuck Shanky, too. And fuck Dana Brooke, too. Fuck her, man. Get him out. Get them off my fucking TV screen. And get him out of the WWE. Let him go to Irrelevant Island. That's called the unemployment line for you dumb people at home. See, if I did this when the new terms of service started, I'd probably be fucking taken off right now. Because I gotta be PG. Here's your PG right here. Anyway. Move on. We'll move on, ladies and gentlemen. I know Lauren and probably Nick are probably in the same boat with me. We don't want to see Veer on our television screen. Or Dana Brooke, or, well, I do like Reggie, but I mean, yeah. I think he's going to get released too. They're not going to get rid of R-Truth. You know why? Because R-Truth is a Vince McMahon guy. That's good shit, R-Truth. Suck that cock really good. That's good shit. I'm going to keep you here for another 5 years. Damn it. Because they're not going to get rid of that fucking belt yet. But they are. They will get rid of that belt because it's boring. And everybody that's in that division is going to get released. Except for maybe R-Truth, and that's it. Dana Brooke, bye-bye. So long, farewell. Reggie, sadly, goodbye. Drew Gulak, get the fuck out of here. Go back to CZW for all I care. And Akira Tozawa, go back to Japan. I mean, really, the 24/7 title is a joke. Just basically a nostalgia segment, a comedy segment, if you will, for Monday Night Raw. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. It's just a stupid belt. It's a fucking Olive Garden title. Nobody cares about the fucking 24/7 title. Should be fucking thrown in the garbage and blown up. Fucking horrible, man. And you wonder why Raw and WWE sucks right now. Because they do some stupid shit like that. And they can't book somebody correctly. Who books this shit? Like a 13-year-old? Oh, that's right. Oh, we got producers from, we got soap opera producers writing this shit because they don't know shit about wrestling. And Vince hires these guys. Oh, like Freddie Prinze Jr. Hey, let's make something out of it. But he's gone now. He's making his own promotion that'll probably suck. Fuck that guy. What was he good in? What did Freddie Prinze Jr. ever do in life? Oh, he was in the Scooby-Doo movie. Fuck him. Fuck Scooby-Doo. The movie sucked. The cartoon is better. It's like fucking CGI crap. Shaggy, the cartoon is better than the movie, right? You're like, oh, I'll like Scoob. Oh, Scooby, you want Scooby Snack? Oh, Shaggy, you want Scooby Snack? And the only good thing about Scooby-Doo is Velma. That's it. And all the cosplays of Velma. Woo! God damn. Woo. The cosplays of Velma and Daphne. Woo. There are some good ones, and those bitches look fucking good. God damn. And porn stars are even dressing up as Velma and Daphne. Oh boy, those porns are top notch. Top notch. Good grade A fucking cosplay porn shit. Great. Nick, go look it up. You want to have a good time? Mm-hmm. Go look up Velma and Daphne cosplay porn. Good stuff. And no, they're not getting banged by freaking cosplayers of Fred and Shaggy. That's horrible. You come to me, because I give the vitamins out. Not those idiots. But I digress. All right, we talked about Sean Waltman is medically cleared for an in-ring return. And I mentioned before that he was on the bump this morning with Caleb Braxton and those other idiots. And he was talking about, wearing the Macho Man's boots and then teasing a possible return to the WWE. What it would do, I don't know. He's like 40, 50-year-old X-Pac. 40 to 50-year-old X-Pac in WWE going after the Universal title. He could probably go after the United States title or not even the Intercontinental title, because the Intercontinental title sucks. Just give it to Sami Zayn at day one and then retire it. Because, that's not going to get defended. Just saying. Yeah, so we'll see X-Pac maybe come back for an in-ring return to maybe WWE or an indie fed. But he's medically cleared. All we got to hear is X-Pac! Then we get the X-Pac heat coming down, you know what I mean? He'll be back in the 90s. We get the X-Pac heat coming down to the ring. Yeah, and all we need is Hogan and Nash and Hall to come out like, hey, it's NWO. Johnny with Hogan just can't even walk down the goddamn ramp. Not go down the ramp, come down the aisle, you know what I mean? Well, brother, I can't move my arms, brother. I can't move my hip, brother. Gotta take a steroid to get back into the ring, brother. And then you have freaking Scott Hall. No, nothing bad about Scott Hall, but I mean, he's gonna just come out and go, hey, Chico. One more for the bad guy. And then proceed to have about 5 martinis in the back. And then Kevin Nash, he'll come out, do his the whole diesel thing. And he'll come out. By the time he gets to the ring, oh, my quad! Oh, my quad! There you go. That's it. And X-Pac's just standing there like, God damn, why did I come back? And he'll just get, he'll probably go. He'll probably have a segment with Matt Riddle. It's like, hey, it's like, I know you've been around, you're a man of higher education. Aren't you there, Matt Riddle? It's like, I know a thing about higher education. Because you know X-Pac smokes that weed. Yeah, but he got the bang China. You know, God rest her mighty soul. She'll be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, she kind of is, technically. She technically is in the Hall of Fame with DX. Doesn't count. She's not there as, by her goddamn self. Because you got idiots that run that stupid shit that put Beth fucking Phoenix in the Hall of Fame. And the fucking Bella sluts. Right before somebody should have been in the Hall of Fame the first fucking day, Miss Elizabeth. The First Lady of Wrestling, not Maria Kanellis. Fuck you, bitch. The First Lady of Wrestling will always be Miss Elizabeth. I don't care what anybody says. And don't believe that fucking cunt Maria Kanellis Bennett either. The First Lady of Ring of Honor. Oh, wrong. The First Lady of Ring of Honor was Sarah D'Amato, otherwise known as Sarah Del Rey, you fucking cunt. Fuck you, bitch. First Lady my ass. Yeah, First Lady to get there. When she goes on the Diva Search, the First Lady to fuck somebody. Oh, I'm just doing a ditzy fucking character. Look at me, 20-year-old Maria Kanellis, kissing John Cena. Probably sucked his dick too. That's right, children. He sucked my dick really good, children. What did Maria really do anything good in WWE besides winning the fucking women's title once and then gone? Didn't really hold that belt long. I'll tell you the truth. From all those people in that Diva Search back in the day with like freaking Christy Hemmers and Melina and so many others. Freaking Ashley Massaro, God rest your mighty soul, you beautiful bitch. Fucking Ashley Massaro is 10 times hotter than fucking Maria Kanellis. And if you want to tell her that, go ahead. I don't give a shit. Mike Bennett can suck my fucking dick. And Maria, you can suck on my dick too, but I'll kick your fucking ass out. Fuck you. I'll fuck you so hard. I'll fuck Maria so fucking good, she won't even need Mike Bennett anymore. Who? Mike who? But, as always, I digress. Alright, there's your humongous rant for the night. So, let's get back to positivity here. Back on the track. But if you liked it, good. Alright, so X-Pac, he's cleared to come back. He's going to be at the Royal Rumble. Not that he's going to win it. It won't be shocking if he's at the Royal Rumble. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm like, that's X-Pac. That's it. Ugh. Anyway, talk about JR. He's cancer free. He's gonna be on tonight, and he's gonna deliver probably one of the best play-by-play dynamites of the year. By God, the Undisputed Era. They're back. Anyway. So we got that. JR's back. Life is good. And that's it. Anyway, we move on. FTR, the Revival. Fuck the Revival. They almost assaulted a WWE producer backstage. Just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. I mean, who wants to beat up a WWE producer these days? I would love to punch Bruce Pritchard out. And John Laurinaitis! People power! Not the big bust. Like, fucking give him a Gilmore cutter. Holy shit. Worst producers in the history of wrestling. And, you know, God bless Bruce Pritchard. He's having some health issues. I hope he gets better, but you know, not a great producer. Sorry. Let me move on. All right. Corey Graves is down to wrestle X-Pac for his in-ring return. Oh boy. Yeah, X-Pac's grand return, and he fights a schmuck like Corey Graves. I think it's best you sit down at the commentary table and shut the fuck up. And while you're at it, get a blowjob from Carmella while you're at it, okay? Because your wrestling sucks. Even though you were NXT Tag Team Champion. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about you, Corey Graves. Nobody cares about you. Byron Saxton is a better commentator than you. Oh! Oh! And I hate Byron Saxton, but he's way better than Corey Graves. And you can tell him that on Twitter. Fly by quest. All right. The Nature Boy! Woo! Nick. Woohoo, botch. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, says that the WWE would take Cody Rhodes back. Okay, what is he smoking? What is Flair? What are you smoking? What are you smoking? You think that fucking Cody Rhodes would want to go back to the WWE after the way they treated him near the end of his run? I'd like to have what you're smoking, please. Blah blah blah. And if you well, that's that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Corey Graves gives hot take on the Matrix Resurrections movie. And nobody cares about that. I mean, I saw it, you know, because I got HBO Max, because I got like that. I saw some of it. It was alright. Nothing great. Not the greatest fucking Matrix movie, but not as great as Spider-Man. And if you haven't seen Spider-Man, well, I'm not going to tell you who dies. You didn't hear that. But I digress. All right, Kevin Owens rages and destroys WWE Christmas decorations. There was a video on Twitter, which I forgot who it was from. I think it was Kevin Owens himself. He posted a video on Twitter of all the times he's been at holiday shows and just ripping apart the fucking decorations and kicking fucking decorations. It's just funny. Funny as fuck, man. What are you looking at over there, Wrestling Cat? I think Wrestling Cat sees a possum or something. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I got a few more stories and then we're gonna get out of here. The Miz once cut a promo in Vince McMahon's face during promo class. Ooh. I hope it was good. That promo sucked. You're not gonna be a star. This is how you cut a promo. I'm Vincent Kennedy McMahon. You're fired. I could probably out-promo Vince. Or basically anybody in the WWE. I can out-promo them. I could probably beat them in the ring, and I can do better on commentary. But I'm not going to work for Vince. I'm not going to grovel to Vince. So please give me a job, Vince. Fuck you. I'd rather work with a real billionaire, and that's Tony Khan. A real wrestling fucking promoter. Not you. That ruins lives and releases people that shouldn't be released. They treat them like shit, like Tony Storm. There goes your company when you die. And Nick Khan takes over. Ooh, Nick Khan versus Tony Khan. Not related, but who's going to win? A Khan. And not Genghis Khan. Not Khan from Star Trek 2. Khan! Nick, there will be a Khan that will win that in a couple when Vince McMahon dies. And if AEW is still around, which I think it will. The day that Vince McMahon dies is the day that WWE is done. You think Nick Khan is gonna resurrect fucking WWE and make it the #1 promotion again? Going against a great man like Tony Khan, who has more money than that piece of shit? And monkeys might fly out of my butt. Anyway, move on. Got more about Ric Flair. The Ultimate Warrior. Wanted Ric Flair to memorize 3 pages of notes for their matches back in the early 90s. 3 pages? They wanted Flair to remember 3 pages of stuff? I mean, what was on the fucking thing? Alright, page 1. All you see is skeletons and Skittles, bite-sized candies. Page 2. Skeletons, bite-sized candies. Page 3. Ah! Alright, what the fuck? Am I supposed to have a match and looking at this? Skeletons and fucking bite-sized candies? What the fuck? I gotta memorize that? I'm just gonna go to the ring and beat the fucking shit out of you. Because I'm Ric Flair, damn it! Woo! I can only imagine what was on those 3 pages. Well, I mean, what do you think? What do you think was on those 3 pages? I mean, really. What was on those pages? I mean, somebody tell me in the chat. Nick, Maureen, somebody. What was on those 3 pages? What do you think was on them? Hulk Hogan. Probably some weird shit that nobody understands. Anyway, damn, we got a lot of Ric Flair news today that I'm looking at. Fans are shocked after Car Shield starts airing Ric Flair commercials again. Yeah, that was that last night. I actually saw that on NXT. We saw, the Car Shield commercial with him beating the crap out of Eli Drake. I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't they Car Shield commercial with Ric Flair? Weird. Okay. So maybe there was something happened with Flair and Car Shield and WWE. It's like, oh, we're gonna we'll air your stuff again. I don't know. Anyway, well, more with the big boy. Charlotte Flair, horseface Charlotte Flair, called a far superior athlete to her dad. I mean, really, Ringside News, you couldn't get a better title. I mean, really. I mean, really, Charlotte Flair's better than her dad? In what year? In what century? What planet? Mm-hmm. Charlotte's had a great career. I mean, 13-time women's champion. She'll probably break her dad's record at this rate. All she has to do is stay in WWE for about another 3-4 years, win the belt 4 times. But she'll do it. And her dad's like, that's my girl. But at least it's somebody not Cena. But still, I mean, but her a far superior athlete than her dad, I don't think so. No. I mean, her dad cuts better promos than her these days. And he's not even in wrestling anymore. He could cut a better promo than her. That's all I gotta say about that. Ah, damn, it's a lot of news. There's a lot of news, guys. I mean, come on. And you're only going to hear it first, not from some jabroni that doesn't give out the sources. Damn, I need a drink. Anyway, Mandy Rose, the NXT Women's Champion, the beautiful Mandy Rose. Woo! She leaves fans speechless with her new lingerie video drop. Calm down. Calm down. That's it. Just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Another hottie, Scarlett Bordeaux, remember her, says WWE NXT 2.0 is sterile. I don't know. I don't mean that in a sexual way, but just leave it at that. I'm just gonna say the story. That's it. I'm not gonna go into it. All right. I'm not gonna. There's so many. Basically the same fucking shit. Just like added on stuff. On the WWE page on Ringside News. Booker T, sucker, believes modern wrestling entrances aren't as captivating. Well, most entrances do suck these days. I mean, I think the greatest entrance in the world is Adam Cole babies. And Red Dragon. I don't know. We'll move on. I got comments. I will get to the comments section in a little bit. The chat. I will get there. But the news comes first. I'm not gonna forget about you guys. I gotta do my job. You don't like it? Get out. Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist. I'm gonna drink a glass of milk. Kurt Angle says wrestling Vincent Kennedy McMahon was like dancing with an elephant. Oh man. I mean, has Vince McMahon ever had a good match in his life? With Stone Cold? I mean, the match with Stone Cold, that super cage match at St. Valentine's Massacre. Oh! I mean, the debut of the Big Show. Ugh, that match was horrible. I mean, the match with Hogan at WrestleMania, garbage. One with Bret Hart years later, garbage. The Buried Alive match with The Undertaker, garbage. Vince McMahon's not a great wrestler, and somehow he was former WWE champion, a former ECW champion, and former winner of the Royal Rumble. Because he's Vincent fucking Kennedy McMahon. I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble. I'm gonna be the ECW champion. Fucking ECW sucks. I killed it with poison. Yes, you did. You killed ECW. Bastard. When you won that title, ECW was dead. Not that it was dead anyway. But when he won the ECW title, goodbye, WWE ECW. And that's that. Wrestling Cat, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Come over here. Come here, Wrestling Cat. Come on. Gonna have your 15 seconds of fame here. Come on. You wanna be picked up? Huh? Come on. Wanna come on? Wanna say hello to your fans? All 6 million of you? Alright. Come here. Here we go. Hello, fans! I'm the Wrestling Cat. Subscribe to Peter Gilmore today. And haters, fuck you! I will scratch your eyes out and eat your balls! Ah! Oh, good cat. You are such a good cat. Oh, you're so good. So good. Such a good kitty. You're a good kitty. Oh, yes. Oh, good kitty. Oh, good kitty. I'm gonna give you some roast beef in a minute, okay? Want roast beef? Yes. Get that. The one and only Wrestling Cat. A legend. Zuzu is legend. Wait for it. Gary. Legendary. Like WJ's cat, but way better. Not the original Wrestling Cat. That's a legend. But In any event, that's the official wrestling cat. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, we'll move on. Move on. Let's get this video out of the way, and then we're gonna get ready for Dinobot. All right, now I lost my spot. Blah 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 blah. All right, let me get to a couple more stories, and then we'll take a little break to counsel the chat because I know that they're hounding me right now. All right, move on. I'll do a couple more stories, and then we'll get to the chat. All right, more WWE news. There was some AEW news in there, so sprinkled in. Braun Strowman says his girlfriend Raquel Gonzalez is carrying the NXT 2.0 brand. Well, the women's division, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Not the only thing she's carrying. That's that. Jimmy Wang Yang, remember him? Denies that he quit job as a WWE producer. Yeah, because he got fired. He didn't quit, he got fired. Probably. He's not spamming. He is spamming the same thing, Nick, but no. If he keeps spamming, then you get rid of him, okay, Nick? Don't time him out. I mean, don't time him out or anything yet. Just hold the button. All right? He asked a good question, was the same freaking question. And even though it's a troll, but move on. All right. Now, more stuff with Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan felt she was defending her released friend's honor with that personal promo that she gave Becky Lynch a couple weeks ago when she was talking about, they didn't name her. It's like, oh, now Becky's like, oh, you can join your friends. Blah, blah, blah. And then I think she gave a good promo and didn't name drop Ruby Soho or Sarah, or Sarah Logan or anything like that. But, people were saying that, oh, I'm going to, my friends, that. Here's an interesting thing that's gonna make you laugh, and not this video. Toni Storm, speaking of her and her release, she said sitting in catering was the worst. I guess she didn't like Dana Brooks' cookies and the ice cream. You didn't like, I mean, really, I guess she didn't like Titus's steak. Well, and the big potatoes and, the chicken parmesan. I don't know what he's. I don't know. I guess she didn't like the food. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, go to AEW to have a better catering team than them, than Titus. At least if you won't be in catering, you'll have a good meal. Just sit there like, God damn, this steak is fucking bad. Fucking, this steak sucks. These cookies are raw. What do you have in there, Veer? I don't know. I haven't been debuted yet. I digress. All right. Okay, that's basically it for some yesterday news. AJ Styles will face Grayson Waller at NXT New Year's Evil next week. So got that. I'm gonna do some others. All right, we'll move on. Goldberg needs surgery after his final WWE match is behind him. So he'll probably continue to wrestle injured, probably with his knee or something like that, and then he's gonna get surgery. Why don't you get it now, moron? So you can get back into training, take those steroids, and back as Goldberg. Get the surgery now. What are you waiting for? You want to get injured more? Dumbass. Blah 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 blah. All right. Final news story on the first page. Edge versus Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell, tops WWE's own list of best matches from 2021. Number one? What? Real? I mean, real? Was that even a good match? Let's be honest. Was that a good match, ladies and gentlemen? Was that good? Not really. But the number one match of 2021? I think the best match of 2021 for WWE, I know it's NXT, but Walter versus Ilya Dragunov at NXT TakeOver 36. That's the best match of the year. Fight me about it. Let's go. Let's go. Fight me about that. That was the best match of the year. Okay, anybody says. Even tops Kyle and Adam Cole. 1, 2, and 3. That tops it. I mean, it's probably in the top 5. Those matches, yeah. Was that full? But, I mean, really? Edge and Seth Rollins, number 1? Who writes this list? Idiots. That's why. Idiot mongoloids make these lists. I was like, oh, this is, she's number 1. Charlotte Flair, number 1 woman in WWE of all time. Yeah, okay. I mean, really, who makes these lists? The morons at WWE. That's who, not the fans. I mean, there are some stupid fans that make these weird videos doing that. Top 10 women's wrestlers of all time. And they put some moron at number 1. Alicia Fox, number 1. What? Number 2, Maria Kanellis. Number 3, Michelle, what's her name? Candice Michelle. Number 4, Dana Brooke. Like, what the fuck list are you on? Really? But really, Edge versus Seth Rollins, number 1? I would put that way down. Way down. Not number 1. No. No. Number 1 will be Ilya Dragunov and Walter. Number 2, I think is Bianca versus Sasha at WrestleMania 37, night 1. Because night 1 was way better than night 2. And then I'd probably put a few NXT matches in there. I would put Cameron Grimes and Eli Drake. That ladder match, that was great. Adam Cole, those 3 matches they had. Gotta put those in the top 5, top 10. But, I mean, but really? I have to. It's not the Book of Doom, but it's Pad of Doom. I can't even do that. It's a flippy, floppy, fucking... I can't with this fucking company. These fucking companies, these fucking idiots. I mean, really, what is your top match of WWE 2021? Let me know in the chat or in the comments after the video gets put up. But I still think it's Ilya Dragunov and Walter. I mean, there are some good NXT UK matches from this year. There's a lot of them. Not as good as Ilya Dragunov and Walter, but still, 4.5. But Walter and Ilya Dragunov, match of the year for WWE, not of 2021 for WWE and AEW and even Impact. There was no. I mean, what's the top match in Impact for 2021? Poston. Hello. Posting, what's the best match in 2021 for Impact? Probably give a stupid match like Matt Cardona and Moose. I think the best match of 2021, hands down, Adam Page and Bryan Danielson. And a close second, Bryan Danielson and Kenny. Let's debate. Let's debate it. Let's go. We got 2 days. Let's debate. Not master debate, but debate. Don't splash on me, because I'm a master debater, but I mean, I digress. And that's all I got to say about that. So all these WWE lists can suck my dick. Or as a good friend Shane Douglas says, hey Shane, how you doing? What do you got to say for yourself? You can suck my ass! Hey, Mike Awesome say, Mike Awesome, the greatest match in my career was putting Masato Tanaka through electric barbed wire. Then I put him through a table at ECW One Night Stand. Not One Night Stand, I'm sorry. At the last one in 2001. I'm sorry, Mike. I thought it was in 2005. I'm sorry. You remember that, Gilmore? Put you through a freaking Mike, shut up. You're not gonna put me through a table. Put your pants back on. Sick fuck. Anyway, that's basically all I gotta say about that. So let's finish up with the chat, and then we're gonna have our late lunch or early early dinner part 1. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, so Lauren was in, and she was talking about her stream coming up on January the 18th. You gotta send me the link to your channel there, Lauren. Just send me the link on Discord, and I'll sub to your channel, and I'll watch the stream on Tuesday, January the 18th. So just hit me up on Discord later. Excuse me. All right, Nick's in the chat. As always, the Tribal King. Toni Storm gone from WWE. AE bound, I guess. Maybe. Possibly. She could go back to Stardom, back to, Australia, back to the UK. She could go to Impact. If Ring of Honor comes back, maybe she'll be a part of the Ring of Honor women's division. She can go do an indie fed if she wants. Besides Stardom, maybe she can go to Joshi for all I care. She's gotta go somewhere, and she'd be a bigger star than she was in WWE. They'll book her correctly. Get that. All right. Now it's lagging a little bit. I apologize. Yeah, pretty much. She might go to AEW, possibly. Where was I? Oh, here we go. Lauren says, "Good call, Pete." Exactly. All right, move on. All right, Nick went to get his food, and he got a microwave pizza. Pizza. Was it DiGiorno's? Or was it microwave pizza? Which one can I think of? What do you want on your tombstone? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true, Nick. That's true. Anyway, move on. Thank God JR is cancer-free. Yes. Fuck cancer. It was skin cancer, which, you can die from skin cancer, but not as bad as cancer, brain cancer, throat cancer, shit like that. But yeah, no, at least they treated it right away. He was out for like what was that? But he was out for a month basically. AEW was fine without him, even though the commentary was like, especially on Dynamite, with Excalibur and Taz and Tony Baloney. Still, you miss JR. And, that's going to be over in the next couple of years because JR is going to be retiring pretty soon. I mean, the state of play-by-play is going to change dramatically when JR retires, and because he's 60 something, he's near 70 years old. Back down, 70 years old, back down, Bobby Christmas. So cold. But yeah, when he retires, I mean, who's the number one guy besides Michael Cole? Fuck him anyway. Michael Cole probably the best play-by-play guy in wrestling. Sad to say, when JR retires, you're gonna say, oh, Michael Cole is the best commentator right now, not of all time, but right now. And who can replace him? I mean, who can replace JR? I mean, nobody. I don't care if it's Excalibur or even Taz. Why don't you call up Mike Tenay? What's Mike Tenay doing lately? Is he in Vegas selling cars or something? I don't know what he's doing. If anybody knows what Mike Tenay's doing lately, let me know. That'd be interesting to have Mike Tenay next to Tony Schiavone. Remember TNA way back when? When Schiavone came out on an NWA pay-per-view back in like 2002, 2003, I think it was. He just comes in and unexpected, cuts a shoot promo, bashing the living shit out of fucking Mike Tenay. Then Tenay's like, what have you been doing lately? Freaking Tenay basically held his own. And then Vince Russo comes out. I was like, hey, we got a job for you out that door. Yeah, at Starbucks. Freaking, what did Schiavone do after that fucking promo? Nothing. Goddamn nothing. Whole lot of nothing. A barista at Starbucks. Then he got saved by fucking Cody Rhodes and his friend JR. He's still legendary. He still will be, when he dies and maybe goes to the Hall of Fame, he will still be the legend, wait for it, legendary commentator for WCW, NWA, even the WWE for a brief period, and AEW, but he will always be remembered as the voice, well, not even the voice, but the voice of E-Fed Wrestling. Tony fucking Baloney. Gotta love that guy. But he needs to get away from Britt Baker ASAP. He's getting really too close. I mean, you thought Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti were getting close. God forbid we hear on Ringside News, Britt Baker and Adam Cole break up. I wonder why. A 60-something-year-old fucking Tony Schiavone wants to put his fucking, his legendary cock in Britt Baker's ass. Just saying. Sorry there, Adam. Anyway, all right. We'll get to this little ditty. Peter effing Gilmore, do you think Toni Storm will return back to WWE just like Drew McIntyre? I mean, never say never, but I don't think she'd want to go back there. But, stranger things have happened. Drew McIntyre, he got fired from WWE, and then he was in TNA for a little bit, did pretty well for himself in TNA as Drew Galloway. Then he comes back to WWE. He was in Evolve for a while. I think was champion with Gargano as tag champions, I think. But they had a good feud there too. What else? Yeah. So he comes back, joins NXT. Does Didn't have a great NXT career when he was the champion. Then he gets beat up by Adam Cole, baby, and Red Dragon before when the debut of the Undisputed Era before Roddy came around. Then he goes to the main roster. You know, he did okay at the beginning. You know, former tag team champion with Dolph Ziggler. Then he gets a big boost around when the pandemic started. He beats Brock Lesnar for the title. Then he beats Goldberg for said title. He had a match with Roman Reigns, but basically got his ass handed to him because he's Roman, a tribal king. We have to acknowledge Roman. Can't forget that. You know, and now he's having 6-man tag team matches with the New Day. Oh, he fell from grace. But now they're doing this stupid thing, supposedly doing this stupid thing with the Daniel Bryan gimmick, the Kofi Kingston gimmick, where he's gonna be like, he's gonna try to get a title shot, and like Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, like, but you're not good enough for a title shot. And then he'll somehow get into a title shot at WrestleMania. You know what's gonna happen. I don't think he's gonna win the Royal Rumble this year. I doubt it. Probably come close, but not win it. But as far as Toni Storm goes, I doubt she'll go back to WWE. I think she'll test out the indie scene. Maybe go to Impact. Maybe go back to Stardom. Maybe go back to Shimmer. Maybe she'll be on AEW Dark in about 3 months, or Elevation, or maybe on Rampage. Might test the waters in AEW. Go to MLW. Nah, I don't think she'll go to GCW. There's no women's wrestling in GCW, but I would love to see her and Casey Catal go at it. You know, Casey Catal will whip the living shit out of her because she's hardcore. I mean, if you're a woman, you go face first through exploding barbed wire. You are fucking hardcore. More hardcore than the women back in FMW. Back in the 90s. You remember that match? This was Onita the whole fucking match. I don't know how those women survived that match. I think the big woman that was in the match, I think died years later, I think. But yeah, Casey Catal is one fucking hardcore bitch. Married to a dumbass, but, Brandon Kirk. I mean, Casey, you gotta call me up. I mean, really, get away from that guy. He's a douche. But yeah, Casey Catal, probably one of the most hardcore women wrestlers in the United States. And there's others, like Mickey Knuckles, and there's a couple others that, just get the living shit beat out of them in some hardcore matches. Women do get hardcore. I think I've seen some in H2O, basically in the New Jersey area. And in Japan too. Japan still does that shit with women getting fucking Io Shirai back in 2008. So not one, but 2 exploding baseball bats. One to the face, one to the stomach. And she almost fucking got exploded. Io Shirai is fucking hardcore. In bed and out of bed. If you know what I mean. But yeah. You think women can't get hardcore? Then you haven't been watching wrestling. You're not a fan. Even Beulah fucking McGillicuddy got hardcore. Not like that, but you know what I mean. Beat the shit out of Bill Alfonso. Ooh. Boy, Bill Alfonso played like a stuffed pig. Francine got put through a flaming table. Lita got the shit beat out of her a couple times. There was another one in ECW that got beat up by Tommy Dreamer a lot. Forgot her name. She used to hang out with Raven, I think. But yeah, I mean, even now, I mean, freaking Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, that unsanctioned match back in March. Whew, I think it's probably one of the most hardcore women's matches I've seen this year. Besides the Casey Catal stuff and ICW and H2O and different promotions around the New Jersey area. But yeah, put her up against Britt Baker in a hardcore match. Britt Baker will fucking be done. Just saying. Nick knows all about Casey Catal, don't you, Nick? Not like that, but you know what I mean. All right, we're gonna finish up. I'm hungry. Peter fucking Gilmore, do you think other will ever reach? Basically, it's the same question. Well, do you think other will ever return to WWE like Drew McIntyre, like Killer Cross, Keith Lee? Probably not. But never say never in the world of wrestling. But moving on. Good Nick. Good Nick. All right, Laureen says, Wrestling Cat, hey furball. Hey, watch it. Wrestling Cat's not a furball. She is the official Wrestling Cat. And if WJ and his new Wrestling Cat wants to have a hardcore match with Zuzu, let's get it on. Let's do it. Let's get it on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. I've been saying that for years. But WJ is like playing. His cat is chicken. But I digress. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. You understand. All right. Nick and Lauren are saying hi. Get a room. Okay. Lauren's back. I went to the bathroom. You know, The Rock was in the bathroom and woo! You should have saw what The Rock was cooking. He was cooking this bacon, baby. Shut up. Anyway. Naomi versus Sonya Deville. What is the end game with that? I mean, we're going to have this match. It's not going to happen at day one. Unless it gets added last minute. But really, that's gone on too fucking long. I mean, what is the end game? What is it? Like, does Naomi finally beat fucking Sonya Deville? Or Sonya Deville beats the shit out of her and says, bye-bye to Naomi. Because, you know, Naomi's probably going to get released. I think the best thing for Naomi is turn heel, join up with, you know, your husband, Jimmy, and be with Roman. Let Roman boost your career. But you're doing shit all now. Go bake some more cookies with Dana Brooke and catering, for God's sakes. What have you done that's good? Oh, 2-time SmackDown champion. What the fucking do? You haven't done anything good since. Suck Jimmy Uso's dick. That's it. That's all you're good for now. But yeah, what is the end game with Sonya Deville and Naomi? I mean, now you bring Xia Li into this situation with Natalya. Xia Li will run laps around Natalya. I mean, I just hope they don't mess up Xia Li. I know that they're gonna fuck her up. To have this protector gimmick, and then next thing you know, she's eating sushi and catering with Bola probably or somebody. And then next thing you know, she's gone. Another person from NXT gets misused and misbooked. I mean, she hasn't even had a match on SmackDown yet. Just came out to help Naomi. She kicked fucking Sonya Deville's head off. And then she does a pretty decent promo last week talking about Natalya. That's it. So that feud's probably going to start after the new year. But, I mean, what's going to happen after that feud? Is she just going to be used to elevate talent, or she's going to be actually going maybe have a match with Charlotte Flair or Sasha Banks or something like that? What are they going to do? I just don't think Xia Li is going to be in the WWE much longer. You probably see her on the spring cleaning release list after WrestleMania, because you know there's always a spring cleaning right after WrestleMania. They just fire everybody that they don't need anymore. I think Xia Li might be on that list. Among others, let's hope Dana Brooks on that list. And that's it. Blah, 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 blah. All right, final comment, because I'm hungry as fuck right now. And we got Dynamite coming up in about a little over an hour. Okay, last comment. Laureen says Matt Cardona versus Big Cass. Well, yeah, they did have a one-on-one match, I think, on Impact like a week or so ago. Freaking Big Cass beat the shit out of him. And yeah, they're gonna be in a triple threat match at Hard to Kill, going for the Impact World title that Moose has. God forbid Matt Cardona wins the belt, nobody will give a shit. Because I saw something on Mikey Mitten's Instagram or his Facebook page about freaking Matt Cardona Wrestler of the Year for 2022. I'm like, yeah, right. Matt Cardona, Wrestler of the Year. Yeah, what century? Woo, woo, woo. You couldn't handle GCW, huh, there, Matt? You couldn't get hardcore? Yeah, you show up unannounced, you beat fucking Nick Gage. Get all the heat during like the end of near the end of the summer and the end of the year. And then what happens? You lose to Moxley. And then they have a mixed tag team match with Effie, and I forget who was with him. They lose, and then Cardona's like, I quit. Because his blushing bride, Chelsea Green, got the fucking shit beat out of her, gushing blood. Look what you did to my wife. We're supposed to get married. Fuck this. I'm out of here. Well, nice knowing you, Matt Cardona. Don't come back. Go have a miserable fucking career in Impact. What good? What? You were good like what? 10 years ago? Anyway. They put something in Discord. But yeah, Matt Cardona, Wrestler of the Year for next year. I'll believe that when I see it. I mean, we're not even in 2022. We're talking about Matt fucking Cardona. All right, Nick says, check your DM. Okay. That's probably what it was. All right, let me check this on if I can get my phone to work. There we go. All right. Take that out. All right, let's go to my Discord. And Nick sent me something. What is this? All right, Nick sent me something about John F. Trent is from boundingintocomics.com. Dallas College professor spits on John Madden's grave, claims John Madden. Oh my God, I gotta read this. Do I have to go on another rant tonight? Of course, it's a bitch. What else is new? Anyway. Oh, actually, it's a guy. I'm sorry. I take that back. Well, there's a picture. Well, the picture I see on boundingintocomics.com. I'll show it. Hopefully you can see that. See right here. I think that's the professor. I think. I don't know. But anyway, I'll read this little story that Nick sent me. Andrew McGregor, a history professor at Dallas College, decided to target John Madden, who died yesterday. Check out the video on my Metal Guy channel. Um, all right, so Andrew McGregor, a history professor at Dallas College, decided to target John Madden and his legacy following his death at the age of 85. Okay. The Associated Press reported that the Hall of Fame coach and broadcaster died unexpectedly, but did not provide a cause of death. Well, we won't know until the autopsy, I guess. But in reaction to his death, Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, that guy's old, praised Madden, saying, "I am not aware of anyone who has made a more meaningful impact on the National Football League," in the league where they play, full pay, than John Madden, and I know of no one who loved the game more. I mean, John Madden's a fucking legend. Probably one of the best play-by-play guys in the history of the NFL, next to Howard Cosell. But I digress. However, not all reactions had such high praise for Madden as Jerry Jones did. Andrew McGregor decided to spit on Madden's grave, bastard, following the announcement that the Hall of Famer had passed. So he goes on Twitter, where everybody has to go. The one says Mino Pete. What does that mean? What does this mean? Mino, what are you talking about? Anyway, let me know what that means, Laureen. What does that mean? Mino P. Or maybe, I think maybe you have something on this. Okay. All right. I think you mean mine too, Pete. Okay. I'll look at it. Let me just finish the story. So McGregor took to Twitter where he wrote, and I quote, "I have lots of opinions on John Madden. The creation of the Madden video game was not a great development for the United States. Bullshit! It further glamorized violence and dehumanized black athletes." Oh, here we go. "Helping to establish plantation cosplay that has grown worse in the era of fantasy football." Another fucking Black Lives supporter. What else is new? Oh, we're freaking John Madden football is exploiting black people. Violence against black people. Shut the fuck up. You stupid piece of fucking shit. Don't worry about John Madden. Worry about your fucking job as a fucking douchebag history professor at a douchebag college. Fuck you. I digress. Anyway, in another tweet, he added, and I quote, "The video game distanced the reality of the violent sport from fans and transformed human behaviors into artificial numbers and simulations." He goes on to say, "It glamorized athletes using their name for profits while encouraging fans to disregard the humanity. Madden built a digital plantation." I mean, he goes on and on. And what are you talking about? He says, "At every point in his career, I mean Madden's career, coach, announcer, video game producer, Madden profited off black athletic labor and glamorized the violence inherent in the game. And he became ubiquitous." That's an SAT word. He became ubiquitous. I can't even say the word now. Ubiquitous, and grew the NFL into the most popular game and hastened the development of esports. Okay. I mean, there's a lot that this motherfucker has to say. It's basically bullshit. Sure, there's a lot of significance to his life and his impact, but it's pretty clear most of his accomplishments were not beneficial or healthy for athletes, particularly non-white athletes. John Madden made a life in football one of the most violent and exploitative sports. Well, it is violent, but I don't think it exploits black people. All right, I guess. All right, then he concludes, thankfully, he concludes this fucking tirade. when your entire life is based on expanding and profiting off one of the most violent and exploitative games, veneration is not exactly something that you deserve. And yeah, then he got blasted on Twitter by everybody because he's a dick. He would go on to attempt to justify his disgusting behavior. Now, a bunch of replies. I'll read some of the replies this idiot had to say. Thanks to Nick for this information, by the way. Thank you, Nick. You get extra pay, double pay for that. Anyway, one of this idiot's replies was he sold his name to the game for $150 million. That makes him more than complicit in the violence and glamorization. Well, he sold out. You mean to tell me that John Madden sold his soul to esports? And made him more, as you're saying, more complicit in the violence and the glamorization of the National Football League, and as you say, the exploitation of black athletes. Yeah, most sports there's a lot of black people in the NFL, not many black coaches. I mean, are you taking the Colin Kaepernick route? I don't know. It kind of feels like Colin Kaepernick talking to me here. And I like Kaepernick, and then he got blackballed because the NFL is a bunch of fucking idiots. Like Roger Goodell's the biggest idiot of them all. But anyway, damn, this is long. Good Lord, I'm not gonna read everything. This will take me hours to read. Well, Madden said this. Let me go back a little bit. Well, not go back that back. All right, so he said that one. Here's another one. The key here is consumption of the sport as distorted reality. Video games dehumanize players to create fantasies of super teams and notions of control and management, parentheses, replicated in fantasy sport, where we control and manipulate rosters and players is deeply problematic. How is that? I mean, how is that? I mean, use your brain. I mean, we can make up the greatest fucking Madden team on Madden 22, and that's exploiting black people. Yeah, because we have Brady as our quarterback, right? Yeah, that's just great. We have a super team with Brady on the team and Joe Montana and as a backup or something like that. And yeah, like big stars, like Lawrence Taylor, Brett Favre. Legends, in the NFL. Mike Ditka is your coach. John Madden is your coach. Coach Ditka, that Bears. You dig up what's his name? I can't think of his name now. Goddamn. The guy from Green Bay. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Oh boy. But yeah, this guy is talking out of his fucking ass. And boy, is he getting crucified for it. So he goes on to say that the NFL is complicit in white supremacy. Okay. Madden was a symbol of this, and team with his media role magnified it more than any other games or titles. It's part of the rise of the NFL, which we have long known as being horrible for health and complicit in white supremacy. Well, health-wise, yes, I'll agree with that, because there's so many concussions. But they're working on all that, with the new rules. You can't hit a defenseless player, stuff like that. So they're trying to limit the violence that was back in the day with Ronnie Lott and stuff. Former Niner, by the way. Legendary Niner. that guy could hit somebody and that guy would be out for 2 years. I mean, I agree. Violence. I mean, and if the NFL is a violent sport like any other sport, except for like badminton or bowling. I mean, really, has anybody gotten in a fight in bowling? Fuck it, I threw a 7-10 split. Fuck it, just fucking ball. I mean, really? Not that many violent sports out there besides boxing and wrestling, and football. Baseball's not that violent. I mean, sometimes the pitcher will throw it at the guy's fucking head. It's not violent. You're going to make an argument that baseball has too many Latin players now? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Gotta spice it up a little bit. Basketball is basically a black sport. I'm not going to say anything bad about basketball. I mean, basically a black sport. Then you're like, white supremacy. There's not that many white people in basketball. Besides, like Tom Thibodeau of the Knicks, and the coaches. Not that many white players in basketball. Not many. Even in hockey. Hockey is basically a white sport. There's not that many black players in the NHL. Not many. There are some. And you're gonna do a rant on the NHL? Oh, they're exploiting black people. There's not that many black people there, moron. And then you get a Black Lives supporter come out like, there's not enough black people in hockey. I mean, what planet are you people on? I can't go on with this fucking shit. But yeah, Andrew McGregor, you can kiss my fucking ass. And everybody else's ass. How dare you spit on John Madden's grave? I'll take a shit on your grave when you die. Fucking idiot. John Madden was a legendary fucking coach. And made probably the greatest football game in the history of video games. Next to Super Tecmo Bowl. But that was years before Madden. But yeah, whatever. But anyway. I mean, dude, just shut the fuck up. Please. Take your stupid theories. Hey, maybe you live in Dallas. Go see Poston. Another conspiracy theorist. And while you're at it, go find Josh White while you're at it in Georgia. Another conspiracy theorist and another dickhead. Just saying. All these fucking conspiracy theorists really need to get out of here. Morons. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. Thank you to Nick for the information. And I talked way too much. And I didn't want this to go long, but yeah, we went long. Now we're going to get ready for Dynamite in 56 minutes. So we're going to have our early dinner, and then maybe we'll have a late night snack. But that's all I got to say about that. All right, so thank you to Lauren and Nick, as always, for coming in. And anybody else that watched, thank you for the free view. If you liked it, you liked it. If you don't, well, fuck you. Man, that's all I got to say about that. All right, so I'm going to end here. Thank you all for watching. Leave your comments down below about anything I talked about in this long 2-hour video. And let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel, because I got basically 1, maybe 2 more videos to go on this channel before I take my break, my 3 or 4 month break, or maybe even longer than that. And that's it. Just let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe to this channel and my other channels as well in the description box. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Let's make this go viral. And well, probably won't go viral, but It is what it is. Maybe certain parts will get clipped. I don't really care. But other than that, share the video on social media and everywhere else. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all my notifications. So when I do a video over the next couple of days, you'll get notified. And that's it. And then when it comes back in the spring of 2022, if I decide to, hopefully, when I come back, you'll still get the notifications. But if not, unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit that bell, turn on all notifications. So when I do come back in 2022, you will be right here getting the best, the best, in my opinion, the best rants, and the best wrestling talk. And that's all I got to say about that. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. I got one more video coming tonight, my AEW debut, AEW Dynamite review for New Year's Smash Part 1. That'll be coming up a little later tonight, probably in about a couple hours, about around 11:30. So on this channel, once again, so we're going to go live once again, and hopefully all you will come back later on tonight. We'll talk Dynamite, and then we'll get ready for Thursday. We're nothing for Thursday, except Thursday Night Football. So we'll get ready for that, and then we'll get ready for New Year's Eve. We got New Year's we got the best of 2021 for SmackDowns that nobody's gonna watch. Then we got everybody's gonna watch Rampage New Year's Smash Part 2, the final Rampage of the year, the final wrestling event of the year. And then we drop that fucking ball, and then we start the year with Day 1, Saturday night on pay-per-view, live from Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. Doom, doom, doom. So got that, and that'll be the final, the first video of 2022, and the final video that I will do on YouTube until the spring or maybe the summer of 2022. But we'll see what happens with that. Depends on the state of this fucking website after January the 5th. With the new terms of services that'll crack down harder than my dick in your mama's ass. So, that's all I got to say about that. So, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Peter Gunn was signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your compute. And anything else out. Just don't splash on me. So rock on and rock hard. And if you're not down with that, well, as always, the greatest outro in the history of YouTube. Me, Nick, Lauren, and the entire Prophecy, which is the greatest thing since sliced bread and has been approved by Rosemary herself. And if you don't believe me, go ask her yourself. And go on my PG Grants channel, the first fucking video on that channel. There's your proof. So I do give receipts. I do give proof. Unlike you motherfuckers. So me, Lauren, Nick, everybody in the Prophecy, we got 3 words for you. If you're not down with that, motherfuckers. Fuck you, man. And that's it. So I'll see you guys later. And I'm out of here. Until next time. Peace. Ha!